didn't make bullets. He bought bullets from out of country, had them shipped in, and when his fellow Nazis would come and inspect the camp, he would arrange a plan with the people who were in his camp at the time, and he would say, okay, pretend like you're making a bullet, and then they would sell them to whoever, and they would be used during the war. Well, they were supposed to be making these bullets. These bullets they weren't making, they were buying. And also, I think some of the bullets didn't work, but I'm not sure on that, but I do think that some of them
that was his cover in a real sense in terms of
that was his disguise. And the reason he was a part of the Nazi party was he wanted to also use that as a part of his disguise, because who would think that a Nazi was trying to help the Jewish people? And so doing that, he saved thousands and thousands of lives. And basically, when the war was over and done, they were killing off people who had concentration camps for, or they were charging them for, crimes against humanity. And, Stalin, all those people and etc. They were killing off those people, or they were charging them with crimes against humanity. And most were killed, hung, shot, etc. And so Schindler, thinking that they were going to charge him with crimes against humanity, fled the country. He fled, and he lived a very, very closed life. Well, at first, when the war was over, he had no money. That was a big part. So, his wife divorced him. I think it was after the war, and so it was basically on his own. At first, he would stay in houses in New York with relatives, and the people he saved would send, fruit baskets and etc. And that's what he lived off of for a time, up until the fruit baskets and all that, became very scarce. And so when he stopped, living off of gifts and fruit baskets, he still lived with relatives. He had a very small life, and he came to New York and, lived with the relatives up until his death. And now when Schindler died, something very, very beautiful happened when he died. And you see this in the last part of Schindler's List. All the people that he saved, the living ones at least, came and they put a rock or a stone on top of his grave. And so I don't know if they're there now. I doubt it. I mean, they could be. But if you go there or look up a picture, you'll see all these stones across his grave, and that's a stone for each life that he saved. And you also see in the